Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram to all the dignitaries and the Resikas present here. I extend a warm welcome on behalf of NRITHYATHI School of Performing Arts and Shrimati Sunita Pallepaga and Shri Nurbasha Boya to attend the Arangetram of Kumari Tania Boya. Angikam Bhuvanam Yasya, Vachikam Sarvavanmayam, Aharyam Chandrataradi, Tam Namam Satvikam Shivam. I bow to Lord Shiva, whose form is the universe itself, whose speech flows as sound and expression, whose adornment is the moon, the stars, the vast cosmos, and whose very essence is harmony and grace. Through this sacred shloka, we seek the blessing of Lord Nataraja, the cosmic dancer from whom rhythm is born and into whom all movement dissolves. As Tanya steps onto the stage today, after years of dedicated learning, this invocation seeks divine grace for a journey guided by discipline, devotion, and joy in dance. Namaskaram. I am Sajay S. Warrior, and I'll be your host tonight. It is an honor to guide you through this celebration of dance and devotion. Prepare yourself for an evening that promises to inspire and captivate your senses. We begin this auspicious evening by lighting the lamp, a symbol of enlightenment and the divine presence that guides us all. I now invite Tanya's parents, Srimati Sunita Pallepaga and Shri Nurbasha Boya, their family elders, our respected chief guest, Sri TJ Nyan sir, Sri Dr. Vasant Kiran sir, Sri Srinivas Rao Bandaru sir, and Shrimati Reina Suresh ma'am, Acharya Vidushi Smrithi Warrior, and our talented musicians to light the lamp and bless our young artists.
చిదంబరరావు గారు, రంగమణి గారు, మల్లేశ్వరి గారు, ప్లీజ్. వరుణ్, ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఆన్ ద డయాస్. సుధాకర్, సరళ ఆంటీ, శోభ ఆంటీ, విజయరాఘవన్ అంకుల్, ప్లీజ్ ప్లీజ్. గిడేనా, వలి,
It is now time for Vidushi Smrithi, the teacher, and Tania's mother, Shrimati Sunita Pallepaga, to present the Gedje to Tania and offer their blessing. May these blessings bring grace and success to her performance. As we begin the first phase of this artistic journey, we kindly ask the audience to take a moment to settle into their seats. To ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience for all, please keep the following in mind. We kindly request that all mobile phones be set to silent mode to avoid any disruption. Please refrain from moving around the hall during the performance to maintain an atmosphere of focus and respect. If it is absolutely necessary to step outside, we kindly ask that you do so quietly. Once the performance begins, we respectfully request that you remain seated and avoid opening the doors between the segments in consideration of the artist and the fellow audience members. As this event features a live orchestra and performance, we kindly request your cooperation to ensure a disturbance-free environment for artists and all attendees. Also, we now see that there are a lot of tiny tots in the audience who really want to support Tania. We thank them, and we also thank the parents for bringing them in. Just to make a point, we ask that you kindly supervise the children and retain from any action that may disturb the performance. Bharatanatyam is one of India's most ancient classical dance tradition, where movement becomes meditation and expression becomes offering. Rooted in the Natya Shastra, it is a sacred language through which rhythm, emotion, and meaning unite, transforming the body into a living poetry. An Arangetram, meaning ascending the stage, marks a sacred threshold in an artist's journey. It signifies a culmination of years of disciplined training and the readiness to carry forward the tradition with humility and integrity. More than a debut, it is an offering to the Guru, the lineage, and the divine. With the blessing of two successful Gedje Puja, we gather today in a moment filled with gratitude and quiet pride. This presentation marks a meaningful milestone. The first Arangetram nurtured and guided under the loving mentorship of Acharya Vidushi Smrithi Warrier. Today, we celebrate a moment of transition, an arrival and a beginning. We, the members of NRITHYATHI School of Performing Arts, along with Srimati Sunita Pallepaga and Sri Tania Boya, warmly welcome you to witness the sacred performance and experience that profound beauty of Bharatanatyam's Rangapravesham through our student Tania. As we begin this auspicious recital, it is only fitting that we first invoke divine grace and auspiciousness to guide the proceeding. With this sacred intent, I invite the esteemed Vidwan Rohit Bhatt and the music ensemble to commence the evening with an invocation carrying our collective prayer for a successful and fulfilling performance.
Dina गणपति कजलडे पणि मन में गणपति कजलडे पणि मन में गणपति कजलडे पणि मन में कणिंदरुळु गुण निधिय கைவிடான் என்றெண்ணி அனுதினம் गणपति कजलडे पणि मन में கணிந்தருளு குண நிதிய கைவிடான் என்றெண்ணி அனுதினம் கணபதி கழலடி பணி மனமே முப்புரி நூலணிந்து திருமார்கூடன் முப்புரி நூலணிந்து திருமார்கூடன் மூலாதாரனாய் திகழ்ந்த விளங்கிடும் முப்புரி நூலணிந்து திருமார்கூடன் மூலாதாரனாய் திகழ்ந்து விளங்கிடும் அற்புதமானவனே யானை முகத்தவனே ஞானக்கனி பெற்ற மகனியே அற்புதமானவனே யானை முகத்தவனே ஞானக்கனி பெற்ற மகனியே நாளும் கோளும் பணியும் அரண்மகன் மூவர் போற்றி மகிழும் உமாசுதன் பாடி நிதமும் பணியும் மடியவர்க்கு புறமாடி அருளபவனே கணாதிபன் நாளும் கோளும் பணியும் அரண்மகன் மூவர் போற்றி மகிழும் உமாசுதன் பாடி நிதமும் பணியும் மடியவர் புறமாடி அருளபவனே கணாதிபன் தக்க தமிழ் தந்தை சித்தியை வாழ்த்தி தவழ் வைத்தார் வித்தகர் அன்னையும் தன்னையும் எத்திடும் தலை மகனை தாழ்பணியும் சரணம் சரணம் கணபதி கழலடி பணி மனமே கணிந்தருளும் குண நிதியல் கைவிடான் என்றெண்ணி அனுதினம் கணபதி கழலடி பணி மனமே கணபதி கழலடி பணி மனமே கணபதி கழலடி பணி
Thank you, sir, for that soulful and elevating rendition. The first performance that we'll witness today is Pushpanjali. Pushpanjali is a traditional opening item of a classical dance recital. The term literally means an offering of flowers, symbolizing salutation and invocation for an auspicious beginning. In this piece, the dancer offers a salutation to Lord Nataraja, the Lord of Dance and the eternal patron of Bharatanatyam. She also pays homage to Bhumi Devi, the Ashtadikpalikas, the guardians of 8 directions, as well as to the great dance scholars, the Guru, the accompanying musicians, and the esteemed audience. The offering is made with flowers and folded hands, seeking the removal of obstacles and invoking the blessing of the Almighty for a successful performance. Set in the majestic Gambhira Natya Raga, this Pushpanjali is marked by its dignified, auspicious, and commanding character. The raga establishes an atmosphere of solemnity, grandeur, and spiritual elevation. Also, the presentation includes a shloka through which Tania humbly seeks the blessing of her parents and her acharya, acknowledging the constant guidance, support, and nurturing that have shaped her artistic journey. It is a moment of gratitude and surrender, offering her learning at the feet of those who have been her strongest pillar. This is followed by another shloka invoking Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacle and the harbinger of auspicious beginning, seeking clarity, focus and smooth flow of performance. Presenting Pushpanjali in Ragam Gambiranate set to Aditalam.
Janutam, Tagajanutam, Tatajam, 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 Tagajanutam, Tatum, Tagatum, Takida Tagatajanutam, Tagajanutam, Tatajam, 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 Tagajanutam, Tatum, Tagatum, Takida Tagatajanutam, Tagajanutam, Tatajam, 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 Tagajanutam, Tatum, Tagatum, Kida Tagatajanutam,
The next presentation is the Narasimhakawam. A Kautvam is a traditional invocatory composition in Bharatanatyam where rhythmic brilliance and expressive storytelling comes together as a sacred offering. It serves both as a technical exploration and a spiritual invocation, preparing the dancer and the audience for the divine presence. This Kautvam is dedicated to Lord Narasimha, the fourth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, half man and half lion, who embodies divine protection, righteous justice, and eternal triumph of dharma over adharma. Lord Narasimha is envisioned with the majestic head of a lion, crowned by a radiant mane that flares outward like flames. His eyes blaze with intensity, vast, piercing, and all-seeing. His mouth is wide, revealing sharp fangs. His brow arched with fierce resolve. His form is immense and powerful, the chest broad and commanding, yet his every movement remains controlled, measured, and regal, reflecting divine restraint than chaos. The narrative draws from the Bhagavata Puranam. The demon king Hiranyakashipu, having received a boon from Lord Brahma that he could not be killed by man or beast, by day or night, indoor or outdoor, or by any weapon, believed himself invincible. Intoxicated by power, he unleashed tyranny upon the worlds and demanded that he alone be worshipped as the supreme being. In stark contrast stood his son Prahalada, an unwavering devotee of Lord Vishnu. Despite relentless persecution and repeated attempts on his life, Prahalada's faith remained unshaken. When Hiranyakashipu challenged the omnipresence of Lord and struck a palace pillar, Vishnu emerged at twilight as Narasimha, bursting forth from the pillar, placing the demon king upon his lap at the palace threshold, Narasimha dug his long claws into Hiranyakashipu's abdomen, destroying him, fulfilling every condition of the boon shared by Brahma and thus restoring cosmic order. In this Kautvam, the episode unfolds through a powerful duality. In his Ugra Rupa, Narasimha is righteous fury incarnate, unstoppable, incandescent and terrifying to evil. Upon beholding Prahlada's devotion, his form transformed to Shanta Rupa, radiating serenity, grace and boundless compassion. The same hands that destroy arrogance now extends blessing and protection. Through this Kautvam, the dancer embodies this profound contrast: ferocity balanced by benevolence, power guided by dharma, and justice tempered with mercy. Lord Narasimha thus stands not merely as the destroyer of evil, but a timeless reminder that unwavering faith invokes divine protection, and true devotion summons the divine itself. Presenting Narasimha Kautvam in Ragam Ragamalika, set to Talam Kandachapu, and composed by Vidwanji Gurumurti.
श्रीमत्पयोनिधि निकेतन चक्रपाणि भोगीन्द्र भोग मणिरञ्जित पुण्यमूर्ति शाश्वत शरण्य भवाधिपोता लक्ष्मी नृसिंह मम देहि करावलम्बम् लक्ष्मी मम देहि करावलम् ॐ नमो नारसिंहाय ದಣ ಜೊಣು ದಿಮಿ ಕುಕ್ಕುತ್ತ ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಂಗ್ ತಡಿಕು ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕುಕ್ಕುತ್ತ ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿತ್ತ
ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ದ ದಣ ಜೊಣು ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ಕುಕ್ಕುತ ಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಂಗ್ ತದ್ದಿತ್ತ ದಿತ್ತಿ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ತಾಗ ದಿತ್ತಿತ್ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ತ ದಿತ್ತಿ ತಕ್ಕ ತಕ್ಕ ತಾಗ ದಿತ್ತಿತ್ ತದ್ದಿತ್ತ ದಿತ್ತಿ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ತಾಗ ದಿತ್ತಿತ್ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ತ ದಿತ್ತಿ ತಕ್ಕ ತಕ್ಕ ತಾಗ ದಿತ್ತಿತ್
ಮಹಾದಂಶಾಯುಧ ಮಹಾಜ್ವಾಲಾಯ ಭೈರವಾಡಂಬರ ವಿಶ್ವಂಬರಾಯ ಘೋರ ವಿಕ್ರಮ ದೈತ್ಯ ದಾನವ ಮಂಜನ ಕ್ರೂರ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಕಶಿಪು ಧ್ವಂಸಕಾಯ ಮಹಾದಂಶಾಯುಧ ಮಹಾಜ್ವಾಲಾಯ ಭೈರವಾಡಂಬರ ವಿಶ್ವಂಬರಾಯ ಘೋರ ವಿಕ್ರಮ ದೈತ್ಯ ದಾನವ ಮಂಜನ ಕ್ರೂರ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಕಶಿಪು ಧ್ವಂಸಕಾಯ
ತಾನಂ ತನಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟಣಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ಕಿಟ ತೋಂ ತೋ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ತೋಂ 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 ತಾನಂ ತನಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟಣಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ಕಿಟ ತೋಂ ತೋ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ತೋಂ 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 ತರಿ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ಧಣ್ಣ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ಜೊಣ್ಣು ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ತದ್ದಿಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತದಿಂಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತದಿಂಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತರಿ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ಧಣ್ಣ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ಜೊಣ್ಣು ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ದಿಮ್ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ತದ್ದಿಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತದಿಂಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತದಿಂಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ
ಅಘೋರಾಯ ವಿಜಯ ನಾರಸಿಂಹಾಯ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಯೋಗ ನೃಸಿಂಹಾಯ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ಪಾಲಕ ಶ್ರೀನಾರಸಿಂಹ ವೇದ್ಯಾಯ ವೇದಸಿ ಪುರುಷೋತ್ತಮಾಯ ಅಘೋರಾಯ ವಿಜಯ ನಾರಸಿಂಹಾಯ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಯೋಗ ನೃಸಿಂಹಾಯ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ಪಾಲಕ ಶ್ರೀನಾರಸಿಂಹ ವೇದ್ಯಾಯ ವೇದಸಿ ಪುರುಷೋತ್ತಮಾಯ
ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ತ ದರಿ ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ತ ಜೋಣು ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ತ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ತ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತರಿತ ದಣ ಜೋಣು ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ದಿಮ್ 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 ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ತ ದರಿ ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ತ ಜೋಣು ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ತ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ದ್ರಿಗಿಡ್ತ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತರಿತ ದಣ ಜೋಣು ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ದಿಮ್ 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 ತಾಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ಧೀಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತೋಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ನಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತಾಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಕ್ಕ ಧೀಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಕ್ಕ ತೋಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಕ್ಕ ನಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ತಕ್ಕ ತದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ
ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ನೃಸಿಂಹ ಭಕ್ತ ಪರಿಪಾಲಕ ಶರಣಾಗತ ವತ್ಸಲ ಶಾಂತರೂಪ 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 ಓಂ ನಾರಸಿಂಹ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಮಹಾನಾರಸಿಂಹ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಓಂ ನಾರಸಿಂಹ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಮಹಾನಾರಸಿಂಹ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಓಂ ನಾರಸಿಂಹ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಮಹಾನಾರಸಿಂಹ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಓಂ ನಾರಸಿಂಹ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಉಗ್ರಂ ವೀರಂ ಮಹಾವಿಷ್ಣುಂ ಜ್ವಲಂತಂ ಸರ್ವತೋಮುಖಂ ನೃಸಿಂಹಂ ಭೀಷಣಂ ಭದ್ರಂ ಮೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮೃತ್ಯುರ್ನಮಾಮ್ಯಹಂ ಮೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮೃತ್ಯುರ್ನಮಾಮ್ಯಹಂ ಮೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮೃತ್ಯುರ್ನಮಾಮ್ಯಹಂ
Before time learned to move, before sound became syllable, there was Shiva.
I would kindly request the audience to please settle down. I request parents to please take care of your kids. And please only enter from behind, from the fourth floor. If you're exiting in between the program or entering in between the program, kindly enter from the fourth floor. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Before time learned to move, before sound became syllable, there was Shiva. Still as a mountain, yet dancing as the universe itself. He dwells in Kailasa, his matted locks holding the sacred Ganga, his body smeared with sacred ash, remaining us that all form must return to formless. A serpent rests upon his neck, the Trishula stands beside him, creation, preservation, and dissolution held in perfect balance. And in his hand, the Damru beats. Not music, but existence itself finding rhythm. The Varnam you are about to witness is an offering to this Paramashiva, not as a distant god, but as a lord who walks towards devotion, no matter where it comes from. They say that Varnam is the heart of Bharatanatyam, but in truth, it is where movement becomes prayer, where rhythm becomes surrender, and storytelling becomes an act of faith. This Varnam unfolds through three stories, not of kings or scholars, but of seekers whose devotion was so pure that Shiva himself could not remain still. We begin our journey with the story of Nandanar, born into a world that denied him dignity, yet blessed with a heart that knew only Shiva. He lived for one longing alone, to see his Lord. When he finally reached the great temples of Tirupunkur, he was stopped at the threshold. The sanctum was not meant for him, they said. Nandanar did not protest, nor did he argue. Even a glimpse of his Lord from afar he felt would be enough. But fate placed one final wheel before him. A stone statue of Nandi, the mighty bull, stood between Nandanar and his Lord at the sanctum. Overcome with sorrow, Nandanar did the only thing he knew. He called out to Shiva. And in that moment, devotion moved stone. Nandi's stone statue shifted and Shiva revealed himself. Nandanar did not change society. He changed space itself by loving without condition. Our second story brings before us another seeker, one who walked a very different path, a hunter. His name was Tinna. Untrained in rituals, unaware of mantra or methods, deep within the forest he discovered a Shivalinga, and in his heart he knew this was his Lord. With no vessel, he carried water in his mouth and offered it as Abhishekam. With no altar, he placed flowers from his own hair and performed archanas. With no knowledge of prescribed offering, he gave what he had hunted as Naivedyam. His devotion was raw, instinctive, and complete. One day, the linga began to bleed from an eye. Tinna trembled. His Lord was in pain. Without hesitation, he plucked out his own eye and placed it upon the linga. Yet the other eye of the Lord began to bleed as well. This did not stop Tinna. Marking the place with his foot so he would not miss, he lifted his arrow, ready to offer his second eye. Before the arrow could race, Shiva appeared, stopping him, restoring his sight, and renaming him as Kannappa, the devotee who saw God without needing eyes. This devotion lives on etched in the sacred soil of Sri Kalahasti. But Sri Kalahasti remembers more than one story, this time of three unlikely worshippers, a spider, a serpent, and an elephant. Each served the Lord in their own way. The spider wove a web to protect the linga. The serpent adored it with precious gem. The elephant cleansed it daily with water and bilava leaves. Unaware of one another's offerings, their devotion led to conflict and conflict to sacrifice. Moved by the sacrifice, not of perfection, but of pure intent, Lord Shiva granted all three liberation and bound their names to the linga forever. Shri for spider, Kala for serpent, and Hasti for the elephant. Thus the Lord came to be worshipped as Sri Kalahastishwara. The Varnam then journeys deeper to the 12 Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva, sacred manifestation of his eternal light, spread across the length and breadth of our land, affirming his omnipresence. To Manmata, the cosmic Cupid, reduced to ash for disturbing Shiva's meditation, yet reborn from that very same ash. To Shiva the Father, dancing with little Ganesha, teasing him with love. To Shiva the Giver, who blessed Arjuna with the Pashupatastra. And to Shiva the Refuge, before whom even Lord Rama bowed. Through all these stories flows one voice, the voice of Naika. She sings, she waits, she longs. And finally she asks, O Lord, you who are the pillar of light from which the universe is born and into which it dissolves, is it truly so difficult to save me? This is not a performance alone, it's a calling. With this sacred offering, we now invite Tania to present the Varnam Paramashiva in praise of Lord of the Lords, Hara Hara Mahadeva. Presenting Paramashiva in Ragam Dharmavati, set to Aditalam and composed by Sita Rama Sharma.
ಶಿವಾ ನನ್ನು ಪರಿಪಾಲಿಂತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಪರಿಪಾಲಿಂತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ
ತಕ ತಕ್ಕುಂತರಿ ಕಿಟ ತಕ್ಕ ತತ್ತರಿತ ಗಿಣ ಜಂ ತೈ ತಕ್ಕುಂತರಿ ಕಿಟ ತಕ್ಕ ತಾರಿತ ಜಂ ತತ್ತರಿತ ಜಂ ತಾರಿತ ಜಂ ತತ್ತರಿತ ಜಂ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ಕಿಡದಗ ತರಿಡತೋಂ ತಾರಿತ ಜಂ ತತ್ತರಿತ ಜಂ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತಾಂ ಕಿಡದಗ ತರಿಡತೋಂ ತಾರಿತ ಜಂ ತತ್ತರಿತ ಜಂ ದಳ್ಳಂ ಕುತ್ತು ಕಿಡದಗ ತರಿಡತೋಂ
ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಪದೀಪಗ ನಿಂತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಪದೀಪಗ ನಿಂತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ
ದಿಗಿಣತೋ ತಡಿಕು ಡೀಂಗು ತಕ್ಕ ಡೀಂಗು ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ತಕ್ಕ ಡೀಂ ಡೀಂ ಕುಕುಂತಾಂ ಕುಕುಂತಾಂ ಡೀಂಗು ತತ್ತ ದ್ರಿಗಡ ಡೀಂಗು ತತ್ತ ದ್ರಿಗಡ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ತಕ್ಕ ತಡಿಕು ಡೀಂಗು ತಕ್ಕ ಡೀಂಗು ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ತಕ್ಕ ಡೀಂ ಡೀಂ ಕುಕುಂತಾಂ ಡೀಂಗು ತತ್ತ ದ್ರಿಗಡ ಡೀಂಗು ತತ್ತ ದ್ರಿಗಡ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ತಕ್ಕ ತಡಿಕು ಡೀಂಗು ತಾಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತಡೀಂಗು ತೈ ತಡಿಕು ಡೀಂಗು ತಾಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತಡೀಂಗು ತೈ ತಡಿಕು ಡೀಂಗು ತಕ್ಕ ತಡೀಂಗು ತಡಿಕು ಡೀಂಗು ತಕ್ಕ ತಡೀಂಗು ತದ್ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ತಾಂ ಕಿಡದಗ ತರಿಡದೋಂ ತದ್ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ತಾಂ ಕಿಡದಗ ತರಿಡದೋಂ ತದ್ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ತಾಂ ಕಿಡದಗ ತರಿಡದೋಂ
ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಪದೀಪಗ ನಿಂತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ಪಾಲಿಂತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ
tum ta tadin takka tadin takka takka tadin takka tadin takka ta tadin takka takka tadin takka talang tuttakka tadin ginnatum tam tattakitta dim tattakitta tum tattakitta nam tattakitta rakkitta rikkitta tum kitta nam kitta tadin ginnatum tadin ginnatum tam tattakitta dim tattakitta tum tattakitta nam tattakitta rakkitta rikkitta tum kitta nam kitta tadin ginnatum tadin ginnatum tam tattakitta dim tattakitta tum tattakitta nam tattakitta takitta 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 tadin ginnatum tam tattakitta dim tattakitta tum tattakitta nam tattakitta takitta 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 tadin ginnatum tam dana dana dim dana dana tum dana dana nam dana dana tadi ginnatum takka tadi ginnatum takka dikku tadi ginnatum takka tadi ginnatum takka dikku tadi ginnatum kidda taridu takka dikku kidda taridu
ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಹರಿಪ ಎಂದು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಂತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಏ ನೇತ್ರ ಮುನಂ ಒಸಗಿನ ತಿನ್ನನಿ ಗಚಲೇದ ನೇತ್ರ ಮುನಂ ಒಸಗಿನ ತಿನ್ನನಿ ಗಚಲೇದ
ಕುತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತುಂ ತರಿ ತದನ ದನ ದನ ತ ಜೊಣು 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 ತ ದಿಮಿ 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 ತ ಕಿಟ ಕಿಟ ತಾಂ ತರಿ ತ ತಾಂ ದನ ತ ತಾಂ ಜೊಣು ತ ತಾಂ ದಿಮಿ ತ ತರಿ ತದನ ದನ ದನ ತ ಜೊಣು 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 ತ ದಿಮಿ 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 ತ ಕಿಟ ತಕ ತಾಂ ತರಿ ತ ದನ ತ ಜೊಣು ತ ದಿಮಿ ತ ತರಿ ತದನ ದನ ತಾಂ ತಚ್ಚಂ ತಣ್ಣಂ ತರುಂ ತಕಿಟ ತನ ತಜೊಣು ಜೊಣು ತೈ ತಚ್ಚಂ ತಣ್ಣಂ ತರುಂ ತಕಿಟ ತರಿ ತದನ ತಜ್ಜಂ ತಣ್ಣಂ ತಣ ತಜೊಣು ತಜ್ಜಂ ತಣ್ಣಂ ಜೊಣು ತದಿಮಿ ತಜ್ಜಂ ತಣ್ಣಂ ದಿಮಿ ತಕಿಟ ತಜ್ಜಂ ತಣ್ಣಂ ತರಿ ತದನ ತಾಂ ದನ ತಜೊಣು ತಾಂ ಜೊಣು ತದಿಮಿ ತಾಂ ದಿಮಿ ತಕಿಟ ತಾಂ ತದರಿ ತದನ ತಜೊಣು ತದಿಮಿ ತರಿ ತದನ ದನ ತಜೊಣು ಜೊಣು ತದಿಮಿ ದಿಮಿ ತಕಿಟ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತತ್ತರಿ ತದಣ್ಣ ತಜೊಣ್ಣು ತದಿಮಿ ತರಿ ತದಣ್ಣ ದಣ್ಣ ತಜೊಣ್ಣು ಜೊಣ್ಣು ತದಿಮಿ ದಿಮಿ ತಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತತ್ತರಿ ತದಣ್ಣ ತಜೊಣ್ಣು ತದಿಮಿ ತರಿ ತದಣ್ಣ ದಣ್ಣ ತಜೊಣ್ಣು ಜೊಣ್ಣು ತದಿಮಿ ದಿಮಿ ತಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ
ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಅದೀಪ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಂತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಶ್ರೀಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತಿ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮೇತಿನ ಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತೀಶ್ವರ ಶ್ರೀಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತಿ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮೇಚಿನ ಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತೀಶ್ವರ ಶ್ರೀಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತಿ ಮೇಚಿನ ಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತೀಶ್ವರ ಶ್ರೀಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತೀವತಿ ಮೇಚಿನ ಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತಿ ಶ್ರೀಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತಿ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕಾಳ ಹಸ್ತೀಶ್ವರ ಸಾನಿದ ಪೊಮ್ಮಗ ಮದ ಪೊಮ್ಮಗ ರಿ ಗದಿ ಸನ್ನಿ ಸತಿ ಗಮ ಪದನಿ ಸಾನಿದ ಸನಿದ ಪದನಿ ಸ ಪರಮಪದಮುನೊಸಗು ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ ಪರಿ ಪರಿ ವಿಧಮುಗ ನಿನ್ನು ಪೊಗಡಿದೀರ ಪರಕೆ ಶಿವ ನನ್ನು ಪರಿಪಾಲಿತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ಪರಮ ಶಿವ ಪರಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಲಿಂಗ ನಿರೂಪ ಪರಂಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಲಿಂಗ ನಿರೂಪ ಪರಂಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಲಿಂಗ ನಿರೂಪ ಪರಂಜ್ಯೋತಿ
ತಳಂಕು ತಕ ದಿಕ್ಕು ತಕ ತದಿಗಿನ ತೋಂ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ತಾಹತ ಜಂ ತರಿತಾಂ ದೃಗಡ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ತಕ ತಕ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ತಾಹತ ಜಂ ತರಿತೈ ದೃಗಡ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ತಕ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ತಕ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ತಕ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿತ್ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ದೃಗಡ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ದೃಗಡ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ದೃಗಡ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ದೃಗಡ ತತ್ತಳಂಕು ತಳಂಕು 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 ತಕ್ಕ ದಿಕ್ಕು ಕಡದ ತರಿಡದು ತಳಂಕು 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 ತಕ್ಕ ದಿಕ್ಕು ಕಡದ ತರಿಡದು ತಳಂಕು 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 ತಕ್ಕ ದಿಕ್ಕು
ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಲಿಂಗ ನಿರೂಪ ಪರಂಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಪರಂಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಧರಿಸಿ ಪ್ರೋಚಿನ ಮನ್ಮತ ಬಾಣಮು ತಗಿಲಿನ ಕ್ಷಣವೇ పథములోసగి ప్రభల పరచిన పాండవ ఉదయన బాలునికి బాలు పథములోసగి ప్రభల పరచిన పాండవ బాలునికి బాలు పథములోసగి ప్రభల పరచిన ఆది లింగ నిరూప పరంజోతి
I request everyone to settle down. We are continuing with the program. I request everyone to settle down and be seated as we are continuing with the program. Before we move towards the, um, I request everyone to kindly be seated. If you're going to meet Tania, she's going to change her dress now, so please kindly be seated. Before we move towards the next part of this artistic journey, we would like to bring our chief guest onto the stage for a token of love from our end and address the Resikas. We welcome Sri TJ Nyan sir, Sri Dr. Vasant Kiran sir, and Shrimati Reina Suresh ma'am to be seated on the dais. Please do sit down. It is my honor to introduce TJ Nyan, a filmmaker whose work has created powerful conversations that resonate across India and beyond. Sri TJ Nyan is an Indian film director and a screenwriter active in the Tamil film industry, widely recognized for his thoughtful storytelling and socially resonant cinema. A graduate of Loyola College in Chennai, he also holds a PhD in Tamil literature and began his career as a journalist, an experience that continues to inform his deep engagement with real-life issues. Sri Gnanivel made his directorial debut with the coming-of-age film Kootathil Oruthan, showcasing his ability to blend heart and humor. He thereafter gained national acclaim with Jai Bhim, a critically acclaimed legal drama starring Surya, Rajisha Vijayan, Prakash Raj and Lijo Moljos. Based on a real legal battle and produced under the banner of 2D Entertainment, Jai Bhim received the widespread praise for its sensitive portrayal of marginalized communities and its uncompromised look at justice and human rights. Before I continue, I would request everyone to please come in and settle down, and also to please close the door as you're creating disturbance on the dais. More recently, Sri Gnanivel directed Vetayan, starring Rajnikant, demonstrating his versatility in both socially anchored drama and mainstream cinema. He continues to expand his creative horizon with ambitious projects such as Dosa King, a forthcoming film based on epic real-life legal saga that spanned nearly 2 decades, reflecting his enduring commitment to narratives rooted in truth and lived experience. Beyond his directorial achievement, Sri Gnanivel's background in journalism and literature gives his work a distinctive voice, stories that are grounded, thought-provoking and deeply human. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to welcome a storyteller who uses cinema not just to entertain, but to engage, reflect and inspire. I welcome Shrimati Sunita Pallepaga and Sri Noorbasha Boya to honor sir with a humble token of appreciation. Please join me in warmly welcoming our chief guest, Sri TJ Nyan, to speak a few words and address the Resikas.
Good evening, everyone. I think this kind of stunning performance after the speech is that overdose, I think, because Tania did everything visually, and she. I don't think that I know. I want to share some interesting episode about how I come here. So when after JVM release, I went one conference in Kurnool. So in that time, Tania is a very little kid, I think, and she came with her parents. So they said that Tania is watching many more times JVM, and she keep on asking the questions: what is the caste? What is the why the people are beating like this? So kind of thing we can't answer for her. So she is very, very moving in this movie. So that time I connected with her. So after that, that kid have the soul in that time itself. So I strongly believe she have the artistic element in with her. So today I witnessed each and every steps. And I have that one expressions I have doubt how she will get anger, because I don't see that face give anger, show the anger, but she nailed it. So I actually fear, I get the fear how if she get the anger means it is very dangerous. So in future we don't create any anger to her. That is because every emotion she convey very well. I wish to appreciate everybody that is her guru and her parents and whoever give that accompany music, everything. That is amazing. And including lighting, sound, everything. It is 100% perfect. Even sometimes only it happens. We can try always that this perfections. Sometime it will happen. That time I think this evening. And moreover, the auditorium filled with good vibe, like that lovable people like you for blessing Tania. So I think that is the wonderful evening for her performance in these things. And I want to share one point, and then I want to leave this, the very prestigious stage. That is that many kids here with parents. Tania, why I watching and I'm thinking about her. How can she get this much experience, this much lovable people surrounding? How it is possible means she get that good parents and very good guru itself. So we can give the right parenting and the right guidance through guru that our kids. The society will definitely wonderful always. If we miss that, it is miserable reflection in that society itself also. So I request that all parents, whoever the kid is, because that we are always that we are trying to give the training to our kids to successful life, but we need to the meaningful life. If we get the meaningful life, then everything is under the tree. So the meaning, art give always the meaning. That's what I believe. As a filmmaker, I watching her, but I can't control my thoughts close up with her legs, with her eyes, with her fingers, everything. How he abhinay, how he expresses all bhavas, everything. It's excellent. I'm very happy for Tania. You have very great future, and wish to that you don't give this art form in life always, because artists give the meaning for life. It will show the light for the meaning. So don't lose at any point of in your life, in the whole life. All the best and congrats, and thank you for inviting me this wonderful event, Tania and her parents.
Thank you, Gyanavil sir. It is my honor to introduce our next chief guest for this evening, a distinguished artist, scholar, and a mentor whose contribution to Indian classical dance spans performance, pedagogy, and research. Dr. Vasant Kiran is a preeminent dancer, Nattavangam exponent, choreographer, teacher, and a scholar in Kuchipudi and Bharatanatyam, and an internationally respected name in the field of performing arts. A disciple of leading gurus in both tradition, he is known equally for his artistic excellence and academic depth, and is a sought-after speaker and much-loved teacher among students worldwide. He runs the Bharatakala Grama Gurukulam, a residential gurukulam in Bangarpet, Karnataka, dedicated to nurturing artists in the traditional Guru Shishya Parampara. He is also a proud recipient of the Central Sangeeta Natak Academy's Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar, awarded by the Government of India for his contribution to Kuchipudi. Academically, Dr. Vasant Kiran holds a doctorate along with multiple postgraduate qualifications, including MPhil, MBA from Marshall University, USA, gold medalist in MPA in Kuchipudi, first rank in MA in Bharatanatyam, MA in Philosophy, Religion and Indian Culture, MA in Rhythmology, and MA in Sociology. Along with this, he also has professional credentials in human resource management. He currently serves as a professor of practice at Banasthali University and adjunct professor at Bharata College of Fine Arts, Kalidasa Sanskrit University, and has been associated with several universities in India and abroad, including Germany and France. He has trained thousands of students across the globe and has performed in over 35 countries. Dr. Vasant Kiran has choreographed and presented acclaimed dance productions such as Ardhashankaram, Pancharamashetram, and Navashakti at prestigious festivals including Khajuraho, Vedavyas Festival, and Mysuru Dasara. He has composed over 100 dance compositions for Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi. His forthcoming book, Ethno-Danceology, Movement, Meaning and Society, reflects his continued scholarly engagement with dance. He also serves as a member of the Karnataka Sangeeta Nritya Academy, Ministry of Culture, Government of Karnataka, and as a subject expert for dance textbooks under the Bharatiya Shiksha Board, Government of India. He was also among the invited artists to perform at the Ayodhya Ram Temple during his consecration ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to welcome an artist who so seamlessly bridges tradition, scholarship, and service. We welcome sir to accept a small token of appreciation from our end. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Vasant Kiran as he addresses the crowd.
Good evening. I have to speak today, I know, though you don't want me to, but for the fact that I, amongst the three men sitting on the stage, come from the field that the artist is seeing her future in. So I have to speak for her, for the field, and for her guru. First of all, I loved the energy that side, which was a lovely hooting and that was coming. So let us give her once more for that amazing artist that she is now. I was really packed with my schedule, and even right now I just have arrived from another city after performing. So it was very difficult to make it, but I loved the way they both called me and said that we belong to this place, which is Kurnool, and she was learning Kuchipudi, and she's moved to Bharatanatyam, and so she's doing Arangetram. So my first connection went back to Rayalaseema because I come from Anantapuram. So my grandmother is from Kurnool. So that's the connection that we already shared. And I know what difficulties it takes to stand where I am today, and hence I'm sure that Tania in her future will be definitely more beyond what I foresee and I and you foresee today. Frankly, I did not expect this quality. To be very frank, because we often go to Arangetram. The musicians that are sitting there are some of the finest musicians that Karnataka have seen. So most of the musicians there have accompanied me for many, many years before. So I know that they have seen me very literally almost on the stages all the time for the Arangetrams. I try to avoid Arangetrams for the fact that we don't usually see a prepared food. You sometimes see very kacha food. What we say it is a very raw in English, right? So today I must congratulate the teacher, and I know this is her first Arangetram. I can't believe that this is her first Arangetram. The clap should go on. Why a life of an artist is a celebration? Shat janmeti punyam, sapta janmeti kalabhagyam. The lives that you lead for something good in all the 6 times of your life before gives you an artistic life at the 7th time. Yolane janmakke neevu kalavidraktira. ഏഴാമത്തെ ജന്മത്തിൽ മാത്രമാണ് നിങ്ങൾ കലാകാരനാവുന്നത്. അതുവരെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പറ്റത്തില്ല. So why do we think that is possible? So he also goes ahead to describe saying that no, it is not just the student who's born for an art is in the 7th life, but also the garbha, because Vishwagarbhe, Swagarbhe, Swarnagarbhe. The goddess is described as the one who has the universe. So a mother or a woman is blessed to become a mother. That mother who can take that kid in her womb, who is henceforth going to unite so beautifully since their childhood with the divine, can only be fortunate to bear that child, he says. So the mothers are beautiful. The mothers are fortunate. And for that we should also clap for the father. For once. Let's. And that is not a joke. I'll tell you a simple example. You saw that the student started performing with Narasimha. What would you expect? And Jnanavel sir rightly pointed out, you generally don't see those emotions of the students. But you see them very much on stage just to tell them that they can just do that too. And a character like Narasimha, to be able to feel that, and right after that she became Shiva. And there she depicted the stories of Nandanar, and which is a very rare and a beautiful story. I would love for all of you to read it once. Sir is from Tamil literature, he would know it better. Oradi vidaginal podum na solluvar. Nandanar goes to a temple which is in district of Tanjavur in Tamil Nadu, the temple Tirupungur, where they ask, saying, already, because he was not allowed because of the different caste, says, just move a little and I would like to have a glance of you, which Nandanar, because of his music and dedication, Nandi moves. So even today you see that the Nandi is curved. He's moved like this, and somebody from outside can see Shiva. And Nandi is very upset that Shiva asked him to do so. So those such stories, plus the Kalahastishvara and the Dwadasha Jyotirlingas like Bedara Kannappa, and also when she's showing that. Now you're all here, most of you worship either through Homa, Havana, Puja, Upvas, what all we do, Navratri, Shivratris. Now God is here, you are here. So you are always worshipping, asking for Him. Now there is always a distance between them both. The dancer's life is a Jivatma constantly aspiring to combine with the Paramatma. So Jivatma Paramatma combination happens, and there's somebody in between called Guru who helps you how to go. That Jivatma to Paramatma. Now when this process is happening, it is only we artists or dancers especially gets to not only worship Narasimha but become Narasimha. Not only worship Shiva but become Shiva. And you saw that. When she did Narasimha, what is an expression for all of you? Oh, Narasimha is very angry, he's going to come. Oh my goodness, she's dying. But for her, she's that Narasimha that she's going into it. So she's feeling that Narasimha in her. And next moment, she becomes Shiva. Next moment, she becomes the devotee. And next moment, she becomes the Rakshasa who's trying to show where Shiva is trying to kill him. What a life of a celebration within where it happens. So now as an achievement, because you saw my degrees, all those degrees, please forget it. I am doing it or I continue to study because I want to connect everything to the world of arts. So you become an IAS officer, IPS officer, you become whatever achiever, but that's your external achievement. What about your internal purification? Internal achievement. I am sure, and rest assured, I am seeing a lot of Tania's classmates must be here. She is one of those finest students deep within also. She is a very nice girl. It is evident when she performs because she is an artist. తెలుగులో సామెత ఉంది, సమాజంలో అందరూ కళాకారులైతే సమాజానికి ఎప్పుడు ధక్కు రాదట. If there is an artist in every house, the country is safe and the country's culture is safe. We, One India, is trying to look at so many Western countries for their cultures, but let me remind you, having traveled with an Indian flag to over 36 countries, every Western country is trying to understand the Indian culture and its greatness, and yet finding it complicated. And one of the major reasons being these arts are yet complicated to us. They can't understand how we transform. We call it Sthai. The girl is extremely good with Sthai Bhava. And I think the credit goes to, what is Sthai Bhava? The song has a particular mood. And the mood should never go away, which is bhakti for her in the Varnam. So you saw that her eyes spoke about it continuously, and she was rocking as if this is not her debut. So I can hardly believe that this is her Arangetram. This must be a very professional performance from her. I, as a member of Karnataka Sangeeta Nritya Academy of Karnataka, and also as I sit in many of the central committees, we have fought with the Government of India, and Government of India has today sanctioned several scholarship, including a good news for you is, on behalf of CCRT, we give scholarships from CCRT, which you must be aware. IIT Madras has accepted to take students, CCRT holders, directly into BTech program. 8 of them was confirmed last year. And henceforth, other IITs and NITs will also follow, giving space for arts in science, because art is science. And that is what has been proved with them. And Modi ji, we sit in a committee called Bharatiya Shiksha Parishad, which is mentored by Modi ji directly, and I'm in the committee with Baba Ramdev ji as head of us. We are making a textbook mandatory from 3rd standard to 12th standard, which will have music dance as a mandatory subject in India. Every Indian will study Indian arts. Like you studied mathematics and passed, whether it was relevant or not. You will do Indian culture, which has music and dance, and we will introduce it very soon. You will all go through this. Every school in India. Thereby, we will employ more artists in our country for their employment also. But let me tell you, Tania is one girl which I'll clearly see is a girl who must just dance and do nothing else. Please allow her to dance. Not everybody is born to do that. And whenever I see portraying, quietly I was watching and telling, Bangalore is known for producing some of the finest gurus and finest dancers in this country. And today, Smriti joins that line. Vidushi Smrithi Warrior must get an applaud and credit. It's not easy to wield the cymbal sitting there, being the first one. I can see she was almost dancing there too. And another half of dance was happening by the mother and father here. So this is the beauty of our Indian culture. And if not for her beauty and the wonderful people that they are, so many would not have come. So big round of applause to all of you for being here, for making this evening beautiful. I'm sorry for taking this long time, but I could not stop but to tell that Tania is one bright dancer to watch out for. Anything that she would require in the future, from my side, I'll push her to take her to any level. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. That was really exciting to hear, and thank you so much for delivering that. Next, it's our honor to introduce our next esteemed chief guest, Shrimati Reina Suresh. Shrimati Reina Suresh, the principal of Brigade School, Mahadevpura, brings with her over 30 years of rich and dedicated experience in the field of education. She is an academic leader with strong foundation and deep commitment to nurturing excellence in teaching and learning. An honoris graduate from the prestigious Regional Institute of Education, Ajmer, she also holds a master's degree. Her professional journey as an educator has spanned several states across India, offering her a broad and inclusive perspective on education and student development. Shrimati Suresh strongly believes that the education must extend beyond academic achievement to include the development of life skills, values, and creativity. Her keen interest in debates, quizzes, and the performing arts reflects a belief in providing students with platform for holistic growth and self-exploration. A firm advocate of collaborative partnership, she envisions schools as dynamic spaces where students are encouraged to learn, grow, and thrive in a supportive and inspiring environment. We are deeply privileged to have her grace this occasion. Ma'am, we request you to kindly accept a token of appreciation from our end. May I now respectfully invite Reena Suresh ma'am to speak a few words.
Thank you. Normally the principal always gets the last speech, and I'm not disappointed that way. And I was feeling very mixed emotions when I came here, because I don't see Tania the way you saw her today. I see her as a regular schoolgirl with uniform, following the school rules. And I was somehow feeling this evening is going to be different. But to my surprise, I felt very much at home. The constant reminders, children, be in your seat, parents, don't walk around. It was a constant reminder that everything is in order. So the children in the audience, I was really happy that the little one, I know both the girls. Tania was as little as her younger one when she came to our school. And like Sir said, I am actually very underqualified to speak when I have two stalwarts here. But thank you for giving me this opportunity to share the stage with them. But I am not surprised by the talent out here, because unlike many of you here, I have seen Tania dance on stage in every other event at school. And it's a joy to watch her. Every competition we send her to, we are very sure that the gold and the first prize will come back to our school. So that is the confidence we have in her. And Tania, the joy which has been displayed on her face today is the same when she dances at any competition, any school. So the child, like Sir correctly pointed out, is born to dance. And that credit definitely goes to the teacher and to the parents. as a teacher, I was actually more interested in the teacher's face, which was beaming with pride. And I could relate to that emotion because we are the ones who do the input. Output is not in our hands. But today the teacher sitting there was, I think, levitating with pride because she was absolute joy and the child did not disappoint her. So hearty congratulations to you, ma'am, and the hard work. And a big, big thank you to the ensemble there. The music, like Sir said, was outstanding. Many a times we did not know where to watch, whether to watch the dancer or whether to watch the music team. Also, today's time, as a principal, if I look at it, it's very difficult for working parents to dedicate the time, the discipline, and the energy to make your child reach a stage. And for that, I think you should truly appreciate Tania's parents. And I can vouch for what Sir said, that good parenting reflects in children's behavior. Both the kids are absolute delight at school, well-mannered, polite, good at everything they do, but more importantly, good at heart. So that is something which is very, very important in today's times. And if artists are the ones who spread love, then we won't need wars and tanks and people at the border defending, isn't it? Everybody will dance to the same divine energy, and every religion, every difference merges into that divine artistry which requires it. And I'm very happy that that tradition is upheld here, because we see children watching mobiles, busy on reels. They don't connect to today's culture. And every Western reel or any Instagram post does not teach about why I should take pride in my country. These kind of stories, this kind of a performance teaches us that India, right from folk culture to the best of the performance, is something which you should really be proud of. And that is something which we felt when we sat in the audience, and truly, truly amazed and mesmerized by Tania's performance, because she was practicing for a school event, but she took time and she said, "Ma'am, I need to do this for my Arangetram." And what an Arangetram it is. And one congratulations to all the people involved here. And it is my privilege and my honor to share the stage today. And thank you all for coming and encouraging the little artist. Very soon, she will be a very famous and renowned artist. All our blessings are with her. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Tania's parents, Srimati Sunita Pallepaga and Shri Nurbasha Boya, to honor Tania's Acharya, Vidushi Smrithi Warrior.
My family makes fun of me that I am very bad with faces and names. So I was in doubt when I saw Sir speaking, because I thought I have seen this face very closely. And just now Sir confirmed that he had come for a workshop for our dance teachers at the Brigade School. And we were amazed by this year's theme was Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. And we wanted to do something which was very close to culture. So thank you, sir. We still have the clip running. And what a way to connect. The world is very small indeed. So I had to say this. And our teachers still talk about that workshop, the way they connected people who had no idea about Andhra Pradesh and the art form of Kuchipudi. Even today, our dance teachers try to bring that excellence in some form. And if Sir has given his assurance for Tania's future, I'm very sure the child will go a long way. Thank you so much.
This was really special to watch. Thank you to all the dignitaries. Also, this was indeed special because we had Sunitaka and Tanya both honoring Smriti as well. The little one Naisha is missing, but to just put a word out there, all three of them are Smriti students in Bharatanatyam. And also, after managing rehearsals, timing, tantrums, and technicalities, Smriti has graciously promoted Basha Anna to honorary Bharatanatyam student as well. Because at this point, he's learnt the art by survival itself. He knows everything about Bharatanatyam now. Now, Vidushi Smrithi Warrior would like to present an Excellence Award to Tanya on a successful presentation of Ranga Pravesha. I would also like to invite Vidushi Smrithi Warrior to speak a few words about Tanya.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. It is truly an honor to share this stage today with such respected and esteemed dignitaries. Thank you all for your kind words of encouragement and blessings for Tanya. Watching Tanya grow from a small little munchkin into the beautiful and graceful young girl that she is today has been nothing short of magical. It is hard for me to believe that 8 years of learning have passed by so quickly. One quality I've always admired in Tanya is her courage to face challenges. Whenever there is a difficult choreography and I offer her a simpler version, she almost instinctively shakes her head and says no. She goes home, practices tirelessly, and comes back next class with a quiet smile. A smile that tells me that she has conquered the challenge. One of Tanya's strongest dance qualities is her subtle and expressive abhinaya, rightfully that Sir pointed out, which you would have seen in the first half of today's performance and will surely enjoy even more in the second half. Tanya is also a wonderful team player. She believes in growing together and always looks out for her entire group. During exams or performances, she naturally steps forward, takes responsibility, and makes sure that everyone in her batch improves along with her. Today's Arangetram is, of course, a very important milestone for Tanya and also for myself, as it's the first for the NRITHYATHI family. And this would not have been possible without the constant love, dedication, and support of Sunitaka and Bashanna. From bringing Tanya and Naisha to class without fail, patiently waiting through the long practice hours, and even being present for every performance, Anna has truly been a strong pillar of support. I can almost hear him say, as he often does, "Amma, I am your brother only. You can ask me for any help, Amma." And Akka's care and warmth deserves a special mention. Outside class, she's an elder sister, guiding me, supporting me, and always making sure I am well fed with her delicious ograne. But inside the class, she respectfully calls me ma'am and becomes a sincere, dedicated student herself. This beautiful balance is something truly admirable. Seems like Naishu has taken after her mother in this sense as well. While she's my partner in crime with all the mischievous acts outside class since she was a small baby, we were almost unsure how she would behave in class once she was old enough to attend. But for anyone right now, seeing her quiet demeanor, you would find it hard to believe that she can turn the world upside down with her naughtiness. Akka and Anna have stood by me like family through many important moments in my life, and for that I will always be grateful. This unwavering support and genuine enthusiasm to see their children grow has played a huge role in shaping Tania into the talented and well-rounded individual that she is today. Football, athletics, dance, writing, and music are just a few of the many areas in which Tania shines. The gathering we see here today is a reflection of the beautiful relationship that her parents have nurtured over years. And as Tania grows, I hope she carries forward these wonderful values and becomes a true reflection of her parents' love, strength, and generosity. With my heartfelt wishes and a huge congratulations to Tania on achieving this remarkable milestone, I conclude my words. Thank you.
Thank you, Smriti. Now we move to a moment of gratitude as we honor the musicians and the creative forces who have enriched today's performance. I would first request Sri TJ Nyan sir and Tania's parents to honor our accompanist. First, we call upon the artist whose soulful rendition transported us into a realm of devotion and melody, Vidwan Rohit Bhatt Upuru. Next, we would like to call upon the one whose deft fingers on the mridangam created a rhythmic tapestry that enchanted us all, Vidwan Sri Hari. Let us welcome the musician whose soulful veena performance echoed with timeless tradition and spiritual grace, Vidwan Gopal Venkataramana. Thank you, Gnanavel sir. I now request Dr. Vasant Kiran sir to join us to honor our other accompanist. Yeah. Next, we honor the musician whose rhythm pad mastery added a vibrant heartbeat to the ensemble, seamlessly uniting every note, Vidwan Karthik Dattar. Also to mention, there is a honor for us as well as Karthik Dattar sir's mother, Guru Usha Dattar, is Smriti's Guru's, Hemalata auntie's Guru as well, making this a great, making this a grand disciples, his great grand disciples Arangetram. We now call upon the musician whose melodious flute filled the space with tranquility and lyrical beauty, Vidwan A. N. Raghusimha. This performance would not have been possible without the dedicated support of many individuals behind the scenes. We would now like to offer our heartfelt appreciation. First, we honor Sri Vimal Kanakaraj sir, the makeup artist whose skillful hands brought depth, clarity and expressive strength to every abhinaya. Along with this, we also honor Shrimati Ashwini S. Belur, the creative decorator, whose aesthetic vision transformed the stage onto a setting worthy of art presented today. This is So this is Vimal Kanakaraj sir. Yeah. Next, I request Ms. Reina Suresh ma'am to join the dignitaries as well as we honor Team Universal Resikas, our photography and videography team, whose lens has captured the spirit, energy and emotion of this performance for us to cherish in time and time to come. We extend our appreciation to Mr. Lakshman, whose sensitive play at light and shade added depth, drama and dimension to every moment on stage. Mr. Lakshman, we invite you onto the stage. As Mr. Lakshman joins us, we also extend a token of appreciation towards CMRIT's management and Manjunath sir. Manjunath sir, request you to join on stage for a small token of appreciation as well. Yeah, I believe Mr. Manjunath as well as Lakshman is not here. We will give the token at a later point in time. To all the dignitaries on the stage, thank you so much. We would request you to be seated back so that we'll resume the program. Now, we continue with today's performance. The next presentation is a Javali, a genre in Bharatanatyam where Abhinaya or expressive storytelling takes center stage. Javalis are lighter and brisker in tempo than Padams, yet they are richly layered in emotion. Often rooted in Shringara Rasa, they explore love in its most human form, marked by longing, frustration, teasing, and emotional vulnerability. Javalis typically give voice to the Naika, the heroine, who speaks openly and candidly to her beloved, the Nayaka. Through playful reproach, gentle sarcasm, and tender yearning, she reveals the inner turbulence of love. While the Nayika stands emotionally exposed and deeply invested, the Nayaka often appears elusive. This imbalance creates the dramatic tension that makes this Javali a compelling canvas for nuanced abhinaya. Today, Tania presents the Javali, Ni Matale Mayanura, which translates to Your words are nothing but illusion. In this composition, the Nayaka confronts her Swami for failing to honor the promises he once made. Her disappointment does not erupt into outright anger, rather, it unfolds through wit, irony, and aching restraint. As she prepares to receive her beloved, the Nayaka notices her sparse ornaments, a thin chain, missing bangles, and recalls the many promises her lover had made to adore her with new jewelry. When he finally arrives, she realizes that this promise, like so many before it, had dissolved into yet another comforting lie. She reminds him of past assurances, a nose ring, earring, bangles, each spoken with affection yet never fulfilled. Wounded but resolute, she asks him to leave, declaring that he must not return until his words are matched by action. Yet love is never simple. As the Javali unfolds, the Nayika moves between past and the present, revisiting her earlier promises, his persuasive charm, and her own lingering vulnerability, leaving us to wonder whether she can truly resist him. This Javali poignantly captures the duality of love, where reproach coexists with devotion, resistance with surrender, and sarcasm with sincere longing. It is this emotional complexity that gives Ni Matale Mayanura its enduring beauty and expressive power. Presenting the Javali Ni Matale Mayanura in Ragam Purvi Kalyani, set to Aditalam and composed by Sri Pattabhiramaya.
ನೀ ಮಾಟಲೆ ಮಾಯನುರ ನೀ ಮಾಟಲೆ ಮಾಯನುರ ಸಮೀ ಬಲ್ಕರ 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 ನೀ ಮಾಟಲೆ ಮಾಯನುರ సమీవలే చక్కిని నోకిరవే ముక్కెదని కిచ్చేనని తొక్కుల సొక్కించిన నీ మాటలే మాయనుట చక్కని సమీవలే చక్కిని నోకిరవే ముక్కెదని కిచ్చేనని తొక్కుల సొక్కించిన నీ మాటలే మాయనుట చక్కని సమీవలే చక్కిలి నోకిరవే ముక్కెదని కిచ్చేనని తొక్కుల సొక్కించిన నీ మాటలే మాయనుట సమీపల్ కదని మాటలే మాయనురా మాటి మాటికి మరు మాటలన పిలుచుచు మాటి మాటికి మరు మాటలన పిలుచుచు పాటిలుని పంపేనని తాటుడముతో నీదిద నీ మాటలే మాయనోర మాటి మాటికి మరు మాటలాడ పిలుచుచు బాడిలునే పవేనని తాడుడముతో నీదిద నీ మాటలే మాయనోర మాటి మాటికి మరు మాటలాడ పిలుచుచు బాడిలునే పంపేనని తాడుడముతో నీదిద నీ మాటలే మాయనోరా మాటి మాటికి మరు మాటలాడ పిలుచుచు బాడిలునే పంపేనని తాడుడముతో నీదిద నీ మాటలే మాయనోరా సామి పల్కద నీ మాటలే మాయనోరా మాటి మాటికి మరు మాటలాడ పిలుచుచు బాడిలునే పంపేనని తాడుడముతో నీదిద నీ మాటలే మాయనోరా సామి పల్కద నీ మాటలే మాయనోరా జాలము చేసి కల చెలిరగనా నీ మాటలే మాయనోర జాలము చేసి కల చెలిరగనాల జుముకీలి గద పంపెనని తాళవనలో లాల నీ మాటలే మాయనోర జాలము చేసి కల చెలిరగనాల జుముకీలి గద పంపెనని తాళవనలో లాల నీ మాటలే మాయనోర జాలము చేసి కల చెలిరగనాల జుముకీలి పంపెనని తాళవనలో లాల నీ మాటలే మాయనోరా సామి బల్కద నీ మాటలే మాయనోర సామి బల్కద నీ మాటలే మాయనోర మాయనోర మాయనోర
Um, a kind request to all the audience. If you would like to exit the auditorium, we have an exit right there behind you. Kindly use that and not the exit towards my left. The reason being, it creates a disturbance on the stage. So I request all of you to kindly use only the exit which is behind you and not the one to the either sides of the auditorium. The next presentation in today's Arangetram is a very famous Devarnama, which is very close to our heart. Krishnani Begane Baro, a timeless devotional composition of the Bhakti tradition, composed by the revered Haridasa saint Sri Vyasatirtha. This piece unfolds in Vatsalya Bhava, the pure unconditional love of a mother for her child. The story takes us to Gokulam, where Mother Yashoda is immersed in the gentle rhythm of her day, churning butter with practiced ease. Her mind is calm and her heart is full. By her side is a little Krishna, brimming with playfulness, seeking not butter alone, but his mother's attention. Yashoda smiles. She knows this child, his mischief, his moods, his ways. With laughter in her voice, she tries to turn his insistence into play, asking him to go and amuse himself. When that fails, she gives in with affection, suggesting a game of hide and seek. As Krishna runs off to hide, Yashoda returns to her task, completing the churning, trusting that her little one will soon find his way back to her. But when the work is done and she looks around, Krishna is nowhere to be seen. She searches the house, calling out to him until she finds him outside the doorway, pouting, playful, and subtly refusing to come in. Yashoda knows exactly how to reach him. She lifts the pot of fresh churned butter and teases him with it, revealing just enough. Instantly Krishna emerges, drawn not merely by the butter, but by the warmth of his mother's love. He tastes it, delighted, and Yashoda gathers him into her arm. With tender care, she coaxes him to bathe, her touch gentle, her affection boundless, tending to him not as the Lord of the universe, but simply as her beloved Kanna. After his bath, Yashoda lovingly adores her child. She dresses him in bright yellow silk, places armlets and anklets upon him, ties ornament around his waist, slips ring into his tiny little finger, and gently settles the radiant Vaijayanti Mala upon his chest. A peacock feather is placed in his hair, sandalwood paste is applied, and the fragrance fills the room. With the flute resting in his hand, Krishna appears divine, yet to Yashoda, he is still a little Kanna, her child. The moment of wonder follows when Krishna is scolded for eating mud and asked to open his mouth. When he does, Yashoda beholds the entire universe within him, the cosmos, time, and the infinite form of the Lord. For a fleeting moment, awe overtakes her, but only for a moment. Soon, her motherly love returns stronger than ever. She closes his mouth, pulls him close, and holds him tight. For Yashoda, he is not the universe, he is a child. Her love does not waver before divinity, it embraces it. The symbols within this piece remain gentle and maternal. The anklet that protects, the armlet that steady, the ornament that guards and blesses. The flute becomes a soft reminder of peace, and yellow silk reflects purity and grace. Yet above all, it's a celebration of a mother's love, instinctive, protective, and boundless. Thus, even as Krishna is revealed as the Udupi Krishna, the eternal presence and the source of all creation, he remains in Yashoda's eyes, her beloved little boy. This is the beauty of Krishnani Begane Baro, where divinity bows before motherhood. Presenting Krishnani Begane Baro in Ragam Yamuna Kalyani, set to Mishra Chaputalam and composed by Vyasatirtha.
Krishnani Begane Baro Krishnani Begane Baro Krishnani Begane Baro Begane Baro Mukhavannu Toro Begane Baro Mukhavannu Toro Begane Baro Mukhavannu Toro Begane Baro Mukhavannu Toro Begane Baro Mukhavannu Begane Baro Mukhavannu Krishnani Begane Baro Krishnani Begane Baro Kalalandige geje ನೀರಾದ ವಾಲಿ ಕಲಲಂದಿಗೆ ಗೆದೆ ನೀರಾದ ವಾಲಿ ಕಲಲಂದಿಗೆ ಗೆದೆ ನೀರಾದ ವಾಲಿ ನೀಲವರ್ಣನೆ ನಾಟ್ಯ ಆಡೋತ ನೀಲವರ್ಣನೆ ನಾಟ್ಯ ಆಡೋತ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಉಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಡಿಗೆ ಬೆರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಡಿಗೆ ಬೆರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ ಕೊರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿ ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಾರೋ ಕಾಜಿ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಳಲು ಕಾಜಿ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ
At this point in the evening, we would like to slow down just a little bit for a moment that comes straight from the heart. An Arangetram is shaped not only by years of training, but by friendship, family, and the quiet encouragement that surrounds the dancer and the journey. We now invite a few voices who know Tania beyond the stage. May I first invite Miss Sachi Runwal and Miss Vandana L, Tania's school friends, to come forward and share a few words about Tania they know. As Miss Sachi Runwal and Miss Vandana join us, I would also like to warmly invite Miss Sophia Parveen Sheikh, Basha Anna's sister, to join us on stage. As family, she has witnessed Tania's journey from close quarters, and we look forward to hearing her thoughts from the heart. So we have Miss Sachi Runwal and Miss Vandana with us. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to one and all present here. Myself, I'm Vandana, and my friend Sachi are deeply honored to speak a few words on this occasion of our closest friend and the best classical dancer I have ever known. Today is a day filled with pride, gratitude, and a deep emotion. And Arangetram is not merely a debut performance. It is a culmination of years of disciplined training, unwavering dedication, and a sincere devotion to our classical art form. It marks the transformation of a student into a performer. Standing here today, I feel extremely honored to speak a few words. She is the official mood booster of our group, constantly cracking something which she calls jokes and keep everyone entertained. And silence, not when Tanya is around. That disappears the moment Tanya starts taking.
But wait, there's more. This girl is packed with talent. She dances like a pro, rules the football field, sings her heart out, plays music effortlessly, and on top of it all, she's a budding author. Funny, talented, and full of energy. Tanya is basically a one-person talent show, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Funny, talented, and full of non-stop energy. Tall tales, Tanya is basically our dance teacher. She's very close to us, and we have been practicing with her for many years. Where is it? As she prepares to begin this sacred journey on stage, I would like her to know that she carries with her the blessings of her teachers, the support of her family, and the heartfelt pride of everyone present here.
Tanya, may your feet speak stories.
May your expressions touch hearts.
And may this Arangetram be the beginning of a lifelong relationship with this beautiful art form. We are incredibly proud of you.
I am deeply grateful to witness this moment.
With great respect and best wishes, I would like to end the speech over here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sachi and Vandana. As shared earlier before this, we have Mrs. Sophia Parveen Sheikh Basha and our sister joining us on the stage to share a few words.
Good evening, one and all. Today, my heart is overflowing watching Tania's debut and the Arangetram, what she is doing today. I have seen her growing before my eyes, and today she is a beacon of determination and the grace. Her clarity and focus on her goals was always amazed me at her age, what a clarity she has. I saw Tania's pouring her soul into the Bharatanatyam under her loving guide, Shrimati Smrithi. Tania, what an unbreakable concentration you have. And that's the determination, the practice is what today we witness the Tania's genius performance today. And the most important persons for this gathering today, Mr. and Mrs. Noorbasha Anna and Sunita, they are the unwavering support for Tania. I have seen them driving to the classes, cheering and rehearsals, and balancing her studies. I should say that they both are the wind beneath her wings. Tania, my dear, you have grown from the enthusiastic girl to a determined artist today. Your concentration can move the mountains and your efforts are touching our hearts. Today I just say, shine on, Tania. May this Arangetram launches you a greater heights. All the best, my dear. Thank you all.
The next item presented by Tania is a heartfelt homage offered by her parents and herself to the true backbone of our nation, the farmers. Aruaka Sagaro is a traditional Telugu folk song and dance deeply rooted in agrarian life of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Composed in the early 1950s, the song draws its spirit from the rhythm of rural life and the intimate bond between the farmer and the land. It is closely associated with Aruaka Paurnami, the sacred full moon day observed in the month of Jeshta. This auspicious occasion marks the arrival of the monsoon and the beginning of the sowing season, a time when fields are prepared, hearts are filled with hope, and prayer raised above the skies for timely rains and bountiful harvest. The song begins with the image of a farmer at the threshold of new season. At dawn, as dawn breaks, he prepares himself for the day ahead. He offers prayer not only to the divine but also to his tools and the equipments, for they are his partners in labor. With a bag of seeds containing the Navadhanyam, a walking stick in hand, food bag in another, and his wife by his side, he sets out towards the field. This walk is not merely a journey to work, it's a journey of faith. The farmland he reaches is dry and parched, bearing the marks of the harsh months that have passed. Yet with arrival of Aruaka Paurnami, nature begins to transform. Dark clouds gather, thunder and lightning signal the promise of rain, and soon the earth is drenched. Lake and canal fills, sometimes overflowing, announcing that the land is once again fertile and ready to nurture life. What was once lifeless now breathes with possibility. But before the earth can yield her bounty, the farmer must labor. The plowing of the land begins, guided by oxen that move in steady, straight lines, ensuring that the fields are tilled evenly and with care. The rhythm of the work fills the air. Once the land is prepared, the farmer begins to sow the seed. Each seed is placed with hope and enthusiasm, entrusted to the soil as one would entrust a child to a mother. The land receives these seeds, holding her in silence, promising growth in return. The latter part of the song turns reflective, revealing the deeper realities of farmers' life. While the farmer works tirelessly to feed society, many abandon their ancestral lands and move to cities, believing money alone can secure their future. They remain unaware of the effort, patience, and uncertainty that define a farmer's life. At the same time, those in position of power often approach farmers only for votes and support, forgetting them once authority is secured. Arrogance replaces accountability, and short-sightedness blinds those who govern. Yet the song reminds us that this imbalance cannot last forever. When Christ arise and system fail, it is the farmer who sustains the world. Change is inevitable, and better days will come. Days when the value of the farmer is once again understood and honored. Through Aruaka Sagaro, we bow in gratitude to all farmers, past and present, whose hands nurture the land so that life may flourish. For long before food reaches our home, it is born in the soil through sweat, faith, and resilience of the farmer. Presenting Aruaka Sagaro in Ragam Senjuruti, Sittu Tishra Ekatalam, composed by Kusaraju Raghavaiya.
కపటం కాననివాడా లోకం పోకడ తెలియని వాడా, కల్లా కపటం కానని వాడా, లోకం పోకడ తెలియని వాడా, ఏడువాక సాగారో రన్నో చిన్నన్న, నీ కష్టమంతా తీరును రన్నో చిన్నన్న. నవధాన్యాలను గంపకెత్తుకుని చద్ది అన్నము మూటగట్టుకొని, నవధాన్యాలను గంపకెత్తుకుని చద్ది అన్నము మూటగట్టుకొని, ముల్లగర్రను చేత పట్టుకొని ఇల్లాలను నీ వెంట పట్టుకొని, ఏరువాక సాగారో రన్నో చిన్నన్న, నీ కష్టమంతా తీరును రన్నో చిన్నన్న. పడమట దిక్కున వరద గుడేసి ఉరుముల మెరుపుల వానలు కురిసే, పడమట దిక్కున వరద గుడేసి ఉరుముల మెరుపుల వానలు కురిసే, వాగలు వంకలు ఉరవడి చేసే, ఎండిన బిళ్ళు ఇగుళ్ళు వేసే, ఏరువాక సాగారో నీ కష్టమంతా తీరును రన్నో చిన్నన్న. కోటేరును సరి చూసి పన్నుకో, ఎలపటదా పట ఎట్ల దోలుకో, హే 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 హే, సాలు తప్పక పుండ్ర వీసుకో, విత్తనము ఇసిరి సిరి చెల్లుకో, ఏరువాక సాగారో రన్నో చిన్నన్న, నీ కష్టమంతా తీరును రన్నో చిన్నన్న. ఏరువాక సాగారో రన్నో చిన్నన్న, నీ కష్టమంతా తీరును రన్నో చిన్నన్న. పొలాలమ్ముకొని పోయేవారు, టౌనులో మేడలు కట్టేవారు, బ్యాంకుల డబ్బులు దాచేవారు, నీ శక్తిని గమనించరు వారు, ఏరువాక సాగారో రన్నో చిన్నన్న, నీ కష్టమంతా తీరును రన్నో చిన్నన్న. పదవులు స్థిరమని భ్రమిసే వాళ్ళే,
Tania now concludes today's Arangetram with a Tilana, one of the most dynamic and exhilarating forms in Bharatanatyam, primarily centered on Nritta or pure dance. The Tilana is traditionally performed towards the end of the recital, bringing the presentation to a vibrant and fulfilling closure. This form demands exceptional command over rhythm, precision and synchronization. Intricate jatis and lyrical passage weave seamlessly together, creating a striking visual tapestry through rapid footwork, complex hand gestures, graceful movement of the body, and expressive facial nuances. Today, Tania presents the vibrant Kadana Kutuhala Tilana, a composition that reflects the playful brilliance of the raga and expresses deep admiration for Lord Krishna. In Sahityam, the devotee, imagined as a Gopika, describes Krishna's radiant face blooming like a fresh flower, and the joy that overflows upon beholding him. She calls out to her friend as Krishna plays his enchanting flute. "Oh friend, listen to that sweet melody. Krishna is stealing my heart with his mesmerizing flute. So irresistible is his charm that even Manmata, the god of love, seems to speak through Krishna's gentle smile." Filled with eagerness and devotion, she urges, "Come quickly, let us behold him." Following the Tilana, Tania will present Mangalam, the traditional conclusion to a Bharatanatyam recital. Mangalam marks a formal closure of performance, offering gratitude and seeking blessing from the divine. It is a heartfelt thanksgiving to the Lord, the Gurus, the musicians, the Rasikas, and to all of you who are gathered here. For today's Mangalam, Tania performs to Nottuswaram, composed by Muthuswami Dikshitar. The Nottuswaras, holding a special place in Carnatic music, according to popular tradition during the colonial period, the Western musical form was often regarded as superior. Dikshitar's Nottuswaras, set to Western melodic framework yet rooted firmly in Carnatic grammar, stood as a powerful statement of inclusivity, demonstrating that Carnatic music possesses the ability to absorb, transcend and encompass all musical form. Tania presents Shamale Meenakshi, a Nottuswaram that describes the divine attributes of Meenakshi, the goddess of Madurai. With this offering, Tania brings today's Arangetram to a graceful and auspicious close, presenting Tilana in Ragam Kadana Kutuhala, set to Aditalam and composed by Balamurli Krishna.
Nadirdirthim tannannatum tadaradani nadirdirtum Nadirdirthim tannannatum tadaradani nadirdirtum Nadirdirtum dhittin lillana nadirdirthim tannannatum tadaradani nadirdirtum Nadirdirtum dhittin lillana nadirdirthim tannannatum tadaradani nadirdirtum Nadirdirtum श्यामले मीनाक्षी सुन्दरे समुद्भवे शिवेव श्यामले मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वर साक्षी शङ्करी गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवेव पामरमोचनि पङ्कजलोचनि पद्मासनवाणि हरिलक्ष्मी विनुते शाम्भवी पामरमोचनि पङ्कजलोचनि पद्मासनवाणि हरिलक्ष्मी विनुते शाम्भवी श्यामले मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वर साक्षी शङ्करी गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवेव श्यामले मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वर साक्षी शङ्करी गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवेव पामरमोचनि पङ्कजलोचनि पद्मासनवाणि हरिलक्ष्मी विनुते शाम्भवी श्यामले मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वर साक्षी शङ्करी गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवेव श्यामले मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वर साक्षी शङ्करी गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवेव शङ्करी गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवेव शङ्करी गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवेव शङ्करी गुरुगुह समुद्भवे शिवेव सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बिके नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नमोऽस्तुते
Now, it's my honor to invite the stellar star of today's recital, Kumari Tania Boya, to share the vote of thanks. Please put your hands together for Kumari Tania.
Good evening to one and all present here today. This Arangetram was months of practice, hours of fine-tuning every step, nights of a few sore feet, and immense joy. Every step I danced today carries the love, guidance, and support of many people. And now, with a full heart, I wish to express my gratitude to each and every one of them. At the very outset, I bow in reverence to the divine. It is because of the divine that every practice became smoother, every challenge felt lighter, and every step found its rhythm. My dance is offered as a prayer of gratitude to the divine, whose presence has guided me throughout this journey. To my parents, my first gurus. Thank you for being the foundation of everything I do. From the time I was born, you saw the spark of talent in me and nurtured it with love and patience. I know I would never have reached this stage without both of you. You've always been a step ahead of me, reading my mind, knowing what I needed, and guiding me even before I asked. Whatever I chose to do, you were passionate about it right alongside me. You took me to so many prestigious stages and temples, even on your most hectic days. This Arangetram is not just my achievement. It's a reflection of your love, your sacrifices, and your unwavering support. To my mom, thank you for being the heart of everything I do. From the very beginning of this journey, you've been by my side, guiding me with love and patience. You were there through every practice, every moment of nervousness, and every time I needed encouragement. You never let me feel alone, and you were always there to comfort me. I know how much effort you put in quietly, making sure that everything ran smoothly. Your corrections always made a big difference in my dances, as you were a dancer yourself. You are so creative, and I'm truly impressed by the way you are a multitasking mother who knows exactly how to balance life. Your words gave me courage, and you gave me balance. Ma, you learned everything related to dance makeup, costumes, and the dance itself to help me grow. The sleepless nights you spent making sure I was ready for my performances across different states was truly heartwarming. To my daddy, thank you for always standing by me, from helping with the practical things to cheering me on with pride. You've shown me what dedication looks like. You've been my problem solver, my motivator, and the one who reminded me to keep pushing forward. You somehow made everything feel easy for me, even when I know it wasn't easy for you. Whether it was giving me opportunities to dance in so many temples, or simply being there whenever I needed you, you were always there. Through every single dance class of mine, you were there for hours and hours together, even if it was 5 hours, 7 hours, but you were there to make sure that I was protected. I have seen your eyes light up and the joy reflecting both pride and love in each and every milestone of my dance journey. Thank you, Daddy. And to my dear sister, you've been my audience and my biggest cheerleader. I'll never forget how you used to imitate my Pushpanjali and my Neematale in your own language. And my laughter when you did that made my stomach hurt. Those moments reminded me that dance is about joy before it is anything else. But before the fun, I know how many sacrifices you made at such a young age so that I got all the attention and focus for my Arangetram. You gave me your time, your own comforts, and sometimes even your own spotlight, just to make sure I could shine. I want you to know that every step I dance today carries your love and sacrifice, and I am truly grateful for you. This Arangetram is extra special because it's the very first of NRITHYATHI, and I feel proud to be a part of this milestone. Being the first one feels like opening a new chapter, and I'm honored that my guru trusted me to open this path. And now I would like to thank my guru, Smrithi ma'am, from the bottom of my heart. Learning under her guidance for the past 8 years has been a blessing, and I will continue to do so. What I admire most is her ability to make every student feel like dance is not just steps, but about stories, emotions, and devotion. She has taught me that every mudra carries meaning, every expression carries emotion, and every rhythm carries devotion. Her gentle corrections, patience, and her quiet confidence gave me the strength to keep going. I still remember the Alampur incident where we had our performance at midnight. We were all so exhausted after the Yaganti performance and we had to travel so long. But with her quiet and encouraging smile, she encouraged all of us to perform. And that was one of my most memorable performances I've ever had. With her, I become a more focused, sincere, and determined version of myself, and I never really knew that that existed. In regular dance classes, the way she gives us the time to breathe, even after the simplest adavus, and we never realize that, but it really makes a huge impact for our next step. Thank you, Smrithi ma'am, for guiding me through my journey. I will carry a part of wisdom of hers with me wherever I go. Next, Sarala auntie and Sudhakaran uncle. Thank you for always making me feel like home whenever I was with you. I think I shouldn't say that that was my second home, because that really felt like my first home. I faced no trouble when I was with you, and your warmth always made me feel at home. And a big thank you to Akash Anna and Sajay Anna for supporting me through every step of today. You've both been such a steady source of encouragement, and I'm truly grateful for your presence in my journey. And thank you for all of Smrithi ma'am's family for being here today. I would also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our guests of honor today. Thank you, Gnanavel uncle, Dr. Vasant Kiran sir, Srinivas Rao Bandaru sir, and Mrs. Reina Suresh ma'am. Your presence here today has added immense grace and honor to this occasion. Thank you for taking your time to bless me. With your encouragement and support, I'm sure this Arangetram has pleased you. To the real stars of today's show, the music ensemble. Rohit sir, thank you for your powerful vocals. Whenever I listen to your Paramashiva, my spirits are lifted and I feel transported into a divine space. Sri Hari sir, it was amazing dancing to your beats on the Mridangam. Gopal sir on the Veena, thank you for the grace and depth you brought. Raghu Simha sir on your flute, your melodies were like a gentle breeze, soft, soothing, and magical. And Karthik Dattar sir on the rhythm pad, I truly admire the way you enjoy and flow with the music. Your beats added vibrancy and sparkle, blending seamlessly with the classical instruments. And finally, Smrithi ma'am, your voice is amazing and your Natavamam skills brought precision and strength to my performance. And thank you to the CMRIT management and Manjunath sir for the beautiful and well-organized space, making my Arangetram even more memorable. Thank you, Ashwini ma'am, for transforming this hall into a splendid place. Your decorations added charm and elegance to this stage. Thank you, Universal Rasikas, for capturing today's memories so beautifully. Thank you, Vimal sir, for your wonderful makeup. You added grace and confidence to my performance. Thank you, Lakshman sir, for handling both the light and sound so beautifully. And now I would like to thank, of course, all my family and friends. Thank you for being here today, for cheering me on, and for supporting me throughout this journey. Your presence means everything, and I feel truly blessed to share this milestone with all of you. I have so many dear ones who watched me today, and they have seen me from my birth, and they have encouraged me at every step. And here I am today as a dancer because of all of you. To Shakila Atta and Nasira Peddamma, you guys have always been there for me, pampering me and supporting me always. Your love and encouragement have been a constant source of strength, and I'm so grateful to have you by my side. Chetu Atta and Vamsi Mama, Subhadra Atta and Rajesh Mama, Harika Pinni and Narendra Babai, and Ammamma, Sushma Atta and Rajesh Mama, Sophia Atta and Varun Mama and family, Apeksha Auntie and family, Venus Auntie, Dori Peddamma and Manohar Pennana, Monisha Akka, Pallavi Auntie, Sunita Auntie and family, Sudhakar Pennana, Chidambarao Tate and Venkatramana Nanamma, Sunita Auntie, Rangamani Auntie, Malleshwari Ammamma, Vali Babai, my Amma's teachers, Ammamas and Tatayas, and my dear Chinnadadi and Peddadadi and family. You're the ones who have seen me from my birth and encouraged me at every step with your blessings. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Raghu Anna, Sharu Anna, Manoj Anna, and Koti Baba for being there at every place and helping me whenever I needed it. Thank you, Koti Baba, for the beautiful e-invite. Your support and care have made such a difference, and I truly appreciate all that you've done for me. A huge thank you to the Brigade staff and management. My time at Brigade has been truly fantastic. The support you've given me in academics and co-curriculars has been amazing. Your encouragement has helped me grow with confidence and joy. Most importantly, you've taught me values that will stay with me far beyond the classroom. To my dear friends at Brigade, thank you for being my constant companions. You shared laughter in every break and stood by me through challenges. Your friendship has made my school journey brighter and more memorable. Thank you, Vandana and Sachi, for their kind words. Your encouragement means a lot to me. Having friends like you makes this journey even more special. My NRITHYATHI family, you have allowed me to be more free and expressive. Thank you, Kitavya, Geetika, Inchara, Haripriya Akka, Anjali Auntie, Divya Auntie, and all my batchmates. However my week was, I would always wait for Mondays and Wednesdays when I could sit and talk to you and share laughter. I have learned so much from all your dances, and the days before the annual days were so hectic with my angry face when we missed a step, but those moments turned into the most fun memories. Thank you, Kushi, Maithili, Sanvi, Mahi, and Meda for your constant encouragement. Thank you, Divya Auntie, Anjali Auntie, Allu Auntie, Kitavya, for the backstage support that kept everything running smoothly. Thank you, Kitavya, for being one of my closest friends. All the small, silly fights we had from first grade, like for noodles, were truly memorable. To my apartment friends, we are seven different people from different schools and different places, but together we were always together. You are the ones who bore my anger, my cringes, and my mood swings, yet always made me feel that being your friend was the best decision that I've ever taken. And to Joshvi, Shubhi, Chatura, Ridhima, Delina, and Hansi, you were truly the best to me. I would also like to thank the volunteers and call them on stage. Kitavya, Allu Auntie, Anjali Auntie, Divya Auntie, Geetika, Divya Auntie, for the backstage support that kept everything running smoothly. May I request the volunteers to come on stage, along with Jnanavel uncle, to kindly felicitate them.
Where's the phone?
Thank you, Sajay Anna, for being a wonderful MC. Please come on stage. Can all the NRITHYATHI girls come on stage?
సునీత సునీత ఈ ఫోటో తర్వాత తానియా కిందికి వస్తుంది. కింద భోంచేస్తూ ఉన్నప్పుడే అక్కడ ఒక ఫోటో బూత్లో వచ్చిన గెస్టులు ఫ్రెండ్స్ అందరూ తానియాతో ఫోటో దిగి ఖచ్చితంగా అందరూ భోజనం చేసి వెళ్ళాలని మా ఫ్యామిలీ నుంచి నృత్యాతి నుంచి కోరుకుంటూ ఉన్నాం. మా ఆహ్వానం మన్నించి మేము ఈ కుటుంబంతో కలిసి ఉన్నామని చెప్పి ఎక్కడెక్కడి నుంచో ఎన్నో వ్యయ ప్రయాసాలు కూర్చి ఈ పూర్తి కార్యక్రమం సక్సెస్గా చేయడంలో తానియా డయాస్ మీద ఉన్న పాత్ర ఒకటైతే, తానియా కోసం ఇక్కడ దాకా వచ్చి తనని ఎంకరేజ్ చేసిన మీ అందరి పాత్ర కూడా ఇందులో చాలా ప్రధానం. హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి, కేరళ నుంచి, తమిళనాడు నుంచి, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ పరిసర ప్రాంతాల నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు చాలా ఇబ్బంది పడ్డారు. మా వైపు నుంచి వాళ్ళకి జరిగిన ఏ చిన్న ఇబ్బందినైనా కుటుంబంలో జరిగే చిన్న పొరపాటు అనుకొని మమ్మల్ని మన్నించి అందరూ తానియాని ఆశీర్వదించి కింద ఒక్క నిమిషం తనతో ఫోటో దిగిపోవడానికి కింద లేట్ అవుతుంది అందరూ భోజనం ప్లీజ్ అందరు కింద మంచి ఫోటో బూత్ ఉంది, అక్కడే ఫోటో దిగాల్సిన కోరుతున్నాం. రాము ప్లీజ్.